Hi, Friendly Foxes. This week the letter was the letter Z. We talked about it on Monday. You make a little line and a big line and a little line. And my story today is called Zero by Kathryn Otoshi. Zero was a big, round number. When she looked at herself, she saw a hole right in her center. Every day she watched the numbers line up. She wanted to count too. But how could a number worth nothing become something? Zero felt empty inside. She watched one have fun with the others. One was solid and strong with bold strokes, squared corners. Zero was big and round with no corners at all. If I were like one, then I could count too, she thought. So she pushed and pulled, and she stretched and straightened. She forced and flattened, and finally became zero. She sighed. Becoming like one was too much of a stretch. 8 and 9 rolled into the scene. If you doubled yourself up, you'd be like me, said 8. So Zero twisted and turned to try to be 8. Or you could be 9 with a longer line, said 9. So Zero pinched and puckered to try to be 9. But Zero could only be 0. We're on our way to join the others. Come count with us, they said. Zero felt deflated. 8 and 9 were numbers with value. Of course they'd count. How could they know how she felt? Zero had a new thought. If she could impress the numbers with her value, she'd leap, she'd soar, she'd sizzle, she'd shine, she'd make a grand entrance and floor them all. Zero began to roll faster and faster and faster. She leaped, flying, soaring, rocketing, right into 1, who knocked over 2, who fell into 3 and 4, toppling 5 and 6, who crashed into 7, 8, and they all ended up in a big pile on 9. All the numbers were bent out of shape. It's no use trying, sobbed Zero. I'll never have value. I'll never be part of the count, she said. It's what's inside that counts most, pointed 7. Zero looked at herself. But what if I don't have anything inside? Every number has value, said 7. Be open. You'll find a way. Suddenly, Zero saw herself in a new light. I'm not empty inside. I'm open. Zero rolled up to the numbers. I've thought of a way for us to count even more. Count even more, asked 4. Count us in, exclaimed 7. Lead the way, said 1. Everyone counts, the numbers shouted. Zero jumped in. Then she leaped up high and said, here's something new we can try. If we help each other soar, we can count even more. Let's count again. Starting with... So she added herself to 1 and became 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and what's next? 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1,000,000. We do count more, they cheered. Zero and the numbers explored and had fun, bringing more value to everyone. And this time, when she looked at herself, she felt whole, right in the center. I'm going to send you some things that you can do with your families. And one of the things I want you to try to do is write these numbers. Take the numbers that we practiced in our classroom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and put a 0 behind them. You come up with new big numbers. Then you can even write a 1 and see how many zeros you could put after it to make 1,000,000. What I'd like you to do while you are home is see what things you can find in your class or your house that have circles on them. I found a couple things in my house. We've been making a lot of these. And then on Monday when we Zoom, I'd like you to find something that you cherish and that you see has value, kind of like Zero. Zero found her value. So I'd like you to show us on Zoom on Monday what's something at your house that you value. Bye, everybody.